Let's uncover every secret hidden behind these majestic walls, exploring not only the geological and environmental processes, but also the rich human history and the importance of this wonder for the conservation of biodiversity and natural balance. The birth of the Grand Canyon, ancient forces and profound changes. The Grand Canyon is a true library of stone, a living and immense geological document. About 2 billion years ago, the area was covered by a primordial ocean, and marine sediments were deposited, one layer on top of the other. Slowly, through tectonic uplift during the Laramide orogeny, about 75 million years ago, the region began to take shape, rising until it became the Colorado Plateau. This uplift continued for millions of years and was accelerated 17 million years ago, causing the Colorado River to carve its bed through the layers of sedimentary rock, creating a system of canyons, gorges and cracks that today make up the Grand Canyon. The canyon, however, did not take its final shape until 5.3 million years ago, when the Gulf of California opened up, lowering the Colorado River's lowest point and allowing the river to flow even deeper. This rapid change led to intense erosion and increasingly spectacular sculpting, creating the canyon's 6,500 feet of depth and 18 miles of width in some places. This water sculpture continues today, albeit slowed by modern dams. A complex ecosystem, flora and fauna in different bioclimatic zones. The Grand Canyon is home to an exceptional variety of flora and fauna, a result of its unique topography and climate. At the south rim, at elevations between 5,000 and 8,000 feet, are forests of ponderosa pine, Utah juniper, and gamble oak, which defy arid conditions and rocky soils. Here, plants are particularly adapted to the scarcity of water, developing deep roots to seek out moisture and drought-resistant structures. The sunniest and driest areas are dotted with typical desert species such as cacti, yuccas, and claret cups. In the inner canyon, the climate becomes dramatically hotter and drier, with temperatures exceeding 120 degrees Fahrenheit 49 degrees Celsius in the summer. This harsh environment is home to life forms that have developed extraordinary adaptations. Among plants, the banana yucca and the agave demonstrate impressive resistance, while along the Colorado River there is a riparian habitat, that is, near the water, with more lush vegetation such as willows and tamarisks that provide shelter and food for numerous species. A refuge for unique species. The animal life of the Grand Canyon. The fauna of the Grand Canyon is equally diverse. It is home to more than 75 species of mammals, over 300 species of birds, 50 species of reptiles and amphibians, and a variety of fish. At the south rim, mule deer are easily visible, while in the more remote areas, desert bighorn sheep and bobcats move stealthily, adapting to the scarcity of resources. The presence of mountain lions and coyotes adds a touch of wildness to the canyon, demonstrating the resilience of animals in this extreme landscape. Colorado's aquatic wildlife, however, has undergone major transformations as a result of human intervention. Glen Canyon Dam, completed in 1963, changed the course and temperature of the river, drastically altering the aquatic ecosystem. Several native fish species, such as the Colorado squawfish, humpback chub, and bone-tail chub, all now endangered, struggle to survive. The once warm muddy water is now cold and clear due to the dams, favoring non-native species such as trout, which has upset the pre-existing balance and caused changes in the food chain. A threatened heritage, human impact, and the challenge of conservation. From the arrival of the first European explorers, such as Garcia López de Cardenas in 1540, to the present day, humans have influenced the Grand Canyon in substantial ways. The establishment of the Grand Canyon as a national park in 1919 and its subsequent recognition as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1979 were milestones in the protection of this place. However, damming, exploitation of natural resources, and pollution continue to pose challenges to its conservation. The natural erosion that has shaped the canyon could be slowed further by dams, which reduce the erosive force of the river. In some areas, earthquakes pose an additional threat, destabilizing the terrain and opening new faults that could change the shape of the canyon. With approximately 45 remote earthquakes recorded in the 1990s, some of which were between magnitude 5.0 and 6.0, it is clear that the Grand Canyon continues to be a place of intense natural change. An invitation to all of us: protect the Grand Canyon for future generations. My friend, now that you have explored every corner and every aspect of this natural wonder, I invite you to reflect on what we can do to protect it. The Grand Canyon is much more than a canyon. It is a custodian of Earth's history, a refuge for biodiversity, and an emblem of the strength and beauty of nature. But it is also a fragile system, influenced by climate, human choices, and environmental challenges. Every visit can become an act of respect and awareness. Remember to leave only footprints, not to damage the flora and fauna, and to respect the park guidelines. Do not forget that water is a precious resource for this ecosystem too, and our actions at a global level can have a direct impact on places like the Grand Canyon. Finally, to discover more fascinating stories like this one and deepen our connection with the natural world, I invite you to subscribe to the Gossi and New channel. Here we will continue to explore, be amazed, and defend the beauty of nature, one video at a time.